What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, okay? It's the 29th of May today, and we're still shaving this bottom side here. It's looking like we will actually break out to the downside a little bit. I don't expect that we go below these lows here, but a downward move nonetheless is what I would anticipate. Looking at this on a daily time frame, the RSI has rejected the 50. We stayed below the 50. Overall, we're neutrally postured, but I think more bearish at the moment. If we look at this on a 1 hour time frame, the 1 hour RSI, we are in this kind of lower high, lower low posturing here, and I would say that we're at the area where you'd expect to find resistance, right? Maybe it's like this lower high, I don't know. You'd expect to find resistance here. Even without the trend in the RSI, you're at the 60. Finding resistance here would imply that you go all the way back down to the 40, if not lower. Because we did not get into the oversold zone, I think this next attempt will get us into the oversold zone on the RSI. With that in mind, looking at the price, if it'll let me. Looking at the price here, getting oversold oftentimes reflects a breakout kind of move, right? Just like getting overbought does. Let's look at this real quick here. Let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? So here, you're kind of establishing an uptrend, higher lows, higher highs, and then boom, this one you get overbought. Okay, and then look at the move that corresponds with that. Look at the move, right? It's like a breakout move. If this was the consolidation phase, which at the time this is all we knew, we didn't know we were in a larger consolidation phase at that point in time. You did break out. It coincided exactly with the breakout. Same kind of idea here, but to the bearish effect, right? You've got, instead of the uptrend getting into the overbought zone, you've got the downtrend getting into the oversold zone. And whenever you get oversold, which likely will be today, the 29th, right? Because the 30th is all the way over here. It's like right here. You got all this time to work it out. Likely going into the end of today, if not some point, earlier, I would think that we are breaking out of this area here below 1.8 cents and likely moving down to the next area, which would be about 1.7 cents, I believe. High to low, or low to high here. Whenever you see this kind of reaction on the golden ratio, where you're grinding it like this, oftentimes, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, oftentimes you break through it, but this is oftentimes kind of a precursor of an environment that will uphold the 786 and the 886, right? Typically, when you're at the, let me just draw a fib here in the random essence of the blackness here, right? If you're moving up, high to low, wait, is that the right one? Is that what we had? No, it's a low to high. Sorry, low to high, not high to low. Let's do that. Low to high, low to high. So you're moving down. Okay, you made your move up, and now you're moving down, all right? You hit the golden ratio. Typically, whenever you go below the golden ratio, right, you find support at it, whatever. You find resistance here in the 382.5 area. You go back below it. Typically, you look to find support in the 786, 886. Now, the question remains, do we go lower? Do we see the extensions? Is that something that happens? And in a scenario like this, maybe. It's definitely possible. But in a scenario where you kind of shave the golden ratio like this, I would say the odds that this area holds as the low area of this overall retracement and you begin to recover and then see new highs relative to this high here, the odds of you holding the 786, 886 goes up a lot the more respect you show at the golden ratio. Okay, does that make sense? That's essentially what I'm trying to say here, and that's exactly what we have here is a lot of respect at this golden ratio right here. So, not saying that it's impossible to see the extensions. We still could see prices down here. It's very possible that you could, but typically in this kind of setup, I wouldn't expect it. I would very much expect that you hold the 786, 886, which would mean that 1.69 to 1.63 cents, we wouldn't go below this low is what that means. So a little bit lower. I think it's inevitable at this point. I think if we were to find support, it's the golden ratio, man. You would have done it already if you were to do it, but you're not doing it. So you're going to go lower. Maybe we just get a fake out. Perhaps we don't even interact with the 786 or 886. Maybe we just go down to 1.75 cents. We go somewhere into the golden ratio. It's a fake out, and then we move up. If that's the case, you'll know because we probably won't go below 1.75 cents. We'll be back above these prices by the end of the day if it's a fake out. But if it's not, if it's what I think it is, we'll probably move down. Weekend will be boring. Everybody will think that we're going to go lower over the weekend for Bitcoin, for various cryptos, whatever, and then starting next week we'll begin to recover and we'll break out. Instead of an end of month rally, we'll have a commencing month rally with June. That's kind of my expectation. But all in all, I don't really know if I have anything else that I want to say. It's the same old stuff when it comes to the upside. 1.8 cents now. We're heavily anticipating that we see prices all the way up at about 5.5 cents. In a very, very short amount of time over the next week or two. And then 26 to 32 cents by the end of June, if not early July. That's the expectation. Long have we awaited this 26 cent to 32 cent price. We've made a lot of sense out of it. I don't want to go over it now, but comparing it to Bitcoin, expecting Bitcoin to be at various prices that make a lot of sense as well. 26 to 32 cents is very doable, you guys. It is very, very doable, and I would expect OnyxCoin to achieve that by the end of June, if not sometime in July. At this point, I actually am considering this price will be achieved in July. But within the first week or two, within the next like week or two, I would assume that we are well above 5 cents and on our way higher, right? None of that's changed. The only thing that's changed about these targets is when they will happen. Instead of end of the month, it's going to be beginning of the month. That's kind of the expectation at this point in time. But we are in a very bullish configuration. Don't be misguided, my friends. This is a bull flag. By all definite, look up bull flag on Google. Or on X, have Grok paint you a bull flag. It'll look just like this. This might even look better. This is a beautiful looking bull flag. This bull flag here is dramatically larger, and it's beautiful as well. You got a bull flag within a bull flag, man. We're not stopping anywhere. The most minimum target I could come up with is like 15 cents, man. And there's no way, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Anything can happen. But I'd be very surprised if we stopped below 15 cents. I'd be incredibly surprised as well if we stopped below 26 cents personally. But time will tell. I got nothing else for you guys. Do expect lower prices. I don't expect lower lows, but just lower than where we are now. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.